What a beautiful day today. Hello beautiful people, Leon here today. Today's video we're going to go over a tutorial for the crossover. To do so, I'm gonna need to cover 4 things. The first one is what type of rope are you using? The second one is how your hands should be moving during the crossover. The third thing is when do you uncross? And the fourth thing is actually going to be a tip that's something I learned along the way. So, oh, you got something?
No, it's some, I think it's some thing. I'm going to lose my hook.
How do you know?
Do you fish?
I've never tried.
It's brand new.
How do you know when you're doing any type of trick jumping rope, you're going to need a bit of extra rope length compared to if you're doing single jump. Especially as someone that is starting to learn tricks, having a longer length for a jump rope is going to increase your margin of error. So you have less chances of failing when you're using a longer cable. This is a freestyle rope. Why is it a freestyle rope? It's because it has longer handles than your average rope, CrossFit or any other rope. I would usually recommend you to use a freestyle rope or a tricking rope, however you want to call it, to start working on any tricks you do, cross included. Using a long-handed jump rope during your training is going to give you the extra reach you need to be able to better successfully achieve your tricks. You can definitely use any rope to do tricks. It's not only a freestyle rope where you can do tricks with, but the freestyle rope with the long handles is definitely going to facilitate the entire movement for you. I mean, it's technically made to do tricks with. You can definitely run a marathon with Converse, but having running shoes or shoes that are adapt for the movement is definitely going to make it easier for you. And it's the exact same thing with a freestyle rope. The second thing we're gonna need to look at is how your hands are crossing during the crossover. From my experience, the best and most fluid way to do the crossover is while you're jumping to keep your hands straight and you cross rotating on your shoulder. So it's going to look like that. You should keep your hands straight and only cross by rotating your shoulders. Your hand should be like the hand of a clock. It should only move on one hinge, which is your shoulder. When you cross, a good depth for the cross is when your forearms, your upper forearms touch each other. So you have your upper forearm here and your upper forearm here. They should touch each other. Anything on the lower forearm, it won't be wide enough. Anything more than that, you're just pushing too much. A good way to know that you're crossing wide enough is that when you cross, just try it out without jumping. Your chest should be semi-flexed. If it's too flexed, it means you're crossing too wide. If you really don't feel it, it means you're not crossing wide enough. When you cross right enough, just on the upper forearm, that's when you should feel a semi-flex onto your chest. This brings us to number 3, when should you uncross? It's very normal for people, as soon as they cross, they just want to uncross directly. You actually need to take your time when crossing. A good approximate point to uncross is when the rope reaches your eye level. So you're here, you cross and then you uncross when the rope is around eye level. Finally, a good tip I can give you is when you're crossing to raise 1 foot off the ground. What this does is that it gives the rope more space to go through, which therefore increases your margin of error. Compared to if I do this. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I really hope it helped you. If it did, please consider leaving a like behind you. But wait, this is not the only tutorial I made. You can also find all those tutorials here that you can watch and keep learning. It's a never-endless journey, and this is the beauty of it. Anyway guys, I will see you next time.